a matter of like, I mean, all of them really mechanically skilled, like everyone in LCS, obviously, but just playing it right and having the right teamwork can completely change games.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we do, if you went by, I mean, okay, not everything will be based off his solo queue rating or anything, but what should really be noticed is really when you play solo queue and you get into, say, plat or diamond, it's your self-awareness. You got your mechanical skills, which are a lot, should technically be a lot higher than someone in silver or gold.
Mhm.
I mean, it may not be too much of a difference, maybe bar 100, in like CS or something by end of the game or something, but either way, we are going in, we do have Thresh's vibes on the right hand side and Pony Power is on the left. Start off with the first ban, as usual, as Jax.
It's the Jax.
Can you
So
guess
I,
that?
I guess a lot of people are still pretty afraid of Jax, even though he had a pretty decent nerf. I mean, I think it's about 700 or 800 health off his final late game. Like when he's level 18, it's about 700. Has 700 like health left than what he did before the patch. But I guess a lot of people still think, he has a great comp, especially in the current meta. Jumping in, nice stun on everyone.
No, definitely.
And I mean, it's the fact that he's amazing in 1v1s and in team fights. And I guess people still consider him complete beast. So he's out, and pretty default picks again coming out. Yasuo, Braum, Nidalee Bang coming out, and I don't blame them. Nidalee just got a huge buff in the last patch, even though a lot of people considered her pretty strong anyway. Right, somehow seem to think that she wasn't strong enough, and they've buffed her even more. So that's a pretty smart ban right there. And then we've got the Evelyn ban coming out, because Evelyn, as we saw in that last game, very irritating once she starts getting ahead. And then there's the Kettle ban.
You gotta spread your bans, I reckon. If you've never played against any teams, you spread your bans. You want to take out probably your weakest matchups, So you'd probably want to go, obviously, you've got top laner, jungler, and what they've done, obviously, is 2 tops. I don't know, mid? Do you still see it? Do you still feel it?
Sometimes, yes.
And I feel like the new kit literally suits her more for top lane. Back when people's player is a bruiser.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what they want more of, because it was great. I mean, you're playing against Nidalee that's tossing spears 24/7 all day. I mean, you can't do anything. You wait.
Yeah. I think they've completely transitioned her to a top laner now. Yeah, I don't see her being played much anymore in mid. Possibly, some people might, but yeah, I definitely feel like she's become more of a top lane main now. And, I completely understand why. I mean, she's meant to be a cougar woman, and I mean, in mid lane there's no bushes really.
Right, yeah.
Didn't really suit her, did it?
No, I mean...
you got the river bushes, but they're pretty far away, whereas on top lane and bot lane you got the bushes which are pretty much in the lane.
Yeah. One thing that was great though, if you did go mid, I mean, you go to gank, your passive makes your ganking a little bit quicker than, your opposite. Which isn't too bad, I probably wouldn't still trade it off though. Because a gank from mid, you're literally relying on them hitting that one spear.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't hit that one spear on a gank, that's it, gone. So it's nice to see Nid changing in that way.
Yeah. Plus the fact no one liked Nid anyway. Ugh. Bloody spears. So many times, I mean, I'm a Fiddlesticks main, and so many times in late game when you start going up against a Fed mid, you just see a random spear come out the wall, and you're on full HP, and so many times I've just been killed when I'm on full HP, even with like decent magic resist. It's just, ugh. really frustrates you, especially in late game when that can be a deciding kill, you know.
Definitely.
So even though she's still strong, I'm really happy they changed her because a lot of people agree it's just a lot of people just agree. Like once you start getting ahead of Nidalee, it's really hard to counterplay her because you can throw the spears and be under no pressure at all, you know, in no bad place. And yeah, so nice that it's gone.
I'm liking these picks.
Yeah, I was looking at the pics. I saw a Nunu jungle coming out, and I was really excited then because I haven't seen Nunu in ages. But he has slowly started coming back. He's
Slowly.
quite a big contested pick in Korea I've heard at the moment.
I
Like
won't be
a lot of
surprised.
people are playing Nunu jungle at the moment, and then there's Kog'Maw AD carry has become the top favorite in Korea as well. But,
I think it's people are like, well, they're not as strong now, and it's like maybe they are as strong. You just need to do it differently.
yeah.
I love Nunu Jungle. You go around and you're literally eating cam's throwing snowballs. I mean, what better can you do? Who can? You should not really be able to outsmite. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. What's just going on for Pony Power
Oh.
Project?
Wow. Okay then. Should we try and break this down together? What this team comp right is?
Alistair Jungle. I'm calling it Alistair Jungle.
Alice Jungle. Wow. Well, yeah, I assume so. That's wow.
That's an
Triple support.
Yeah, it's a triple support team.
Wow. Okay. Well, even though Thresh can be played like top lane, I really doubt they're that hipster. So I think the Thresh is the support. Lulu with the TP. So what on earth? Is it just me, or have they all picked Smite?
Well, no one said you had to play the meta standard in this game.
But have they all picked Smite for you?
Yes, they have all picked Smite.
Oh. Pony Power, you guys are such trolls.
Right then.
Okay, right then, well, let's try and figure this one out. Alright, Thresh support. Lulu mid, Lee top, Alistair jungle, I guess?
Has to be the. I mean.
Something like that. I just don't. Yeah, if they were trying anything else, that would look really confusing.
I'm interested. We can see what happens. I mean.
Fresh vibes though, going for a more well, just wiser composition in my opinion. But who knows? It might be really interesting. Are they not changing that? Okay, now they have.
There we go.
What trolls?
It's the
Absolute
hardest thing
trolls.
to actually look at when you see that. Right, so. Okay, it's Alistair mid. It is literally going to be
Wow.
mid.
Wow. Well, Alistair got a buff in the last patch. The patch that's just come out. They've lowered down his mana costs for a lot of his abilities and cooldowns as well, slightly, I think. And so it's going to be Ali versus Ziggs mid. How do you think that's going to go down? Because I've never.
If he dodges the Qs and bouncing bombs and everything else, Alistair could actually do quite well. I mean, you got a Lee for gank. Alistair goes in, headbutt, knock up, you know, that's it. And then Lee comes in. I mean, even if you have the Thresh just rowing when they need to be, you're guaranteed to get kills. That is one thing you can definitely say. Either way, I'm going to go catch drinks. I'm quite thirsty.
Okay, sure thing. Hey, Vitamins, can you be my subcaster? Because I feel like you bring a lot to the team right now. Ooh, just looking around. Renekton versus Lulu top lane. If you play Lulu, you're such a bad person. Please don't play Lulu. She's like Nidalee. Horrible. Nasty pieces of work. God. Oh, Vitamin's hungover. Well, cast with me anytime. Listen, after all this is done, Vitamins, um, I'll I'll help set you up, and then in the future you could do a casting with me. Yeah, that'd be really cool. And I apologize, everyone, if I'm boring you. I know I've got a boring voice. I'm not much of a caster. I don't get paid. I'm just doing this for fun. So I apologize if you find me boring. I'll do my best to give you I'll do my best to give you some entertainment, but I'm very aware that I have a very boring voice, so thank you for pointing that out for me, Vitamins. I hope you enjoy this game, guys. In we go. This is Pony Power is Magic versus Fresh Vibes. Ah,
If my game doesn't crash out.
hello.
Hello.
Yep. Hopefully not. It's loading for me, so.
Yeah, it's just start loading, it's alright.
Oh, okay. I'm really interested to see how this mid Alistair plays out. I mean,
It used to be played, from what I can
yeah,
remember.
yeah, and I don't blame him for playing it, especially
Oh.
after Alistair's just had a buff.
Oh yeah.
So,
I think it was
so
played more though when you'd see Tarek constantly roaming 24/7. I think that was when it's probably better played. I mean, it's still strange to see. I mean, absolutely gonna be hard to take down that Alistair.
well, personally, I think it's going to be hard to take down the whole of their team.
Well, that's
Pony
true,
Power
yeah.
have got like so many shields, and the fact that they've got pretty much 3 support-based champs, they've got a lot of defenses ready. So I don't know. I feel like this could either go really in their favor or really against. I feel like even though Fresh Vibes have a more experienced team, I feel like they wouldn't be used to dealing with a comp like this. So it might work in Pony Power's favor. We shall see. Because personally, I don't think laying Mantis is too used to being up against Alistair's mid as Ziggs.
No.
And I feel like it's going to be a real pain for him because Alistair's regen is absolutely huge, as well as the fact that he's just a complete tank.
Definitely. I mean, you go in for a tower dive, you've got his ultimate, and then even after his ultimate's ended, you just use Lulu's.
Yeah.
You know,
Crazy.
wild growth. It's just gonna be. If they time it right and use everything correctly and communicate properly, it's gonna work like a dream.
Oh. Can you imagine an Alistair with his ulti procced while he's got Lulu's ulti on him? Jesus.
Ah, definitely. He's gonna be a big cow.
That is one big cow.
The only thing I do like though is the fact that Thresh's vibes picked up Nami.
Hmm.
That's
Yep.
gonna be one thing.
Yep, Nami's a strong pick.
I mean, her tidal wave is literally, if they try to engage, they got that. They got the bubble as well. I mean, it's a shame really, you know, they didn't stick something else with it. I mean, you probably could have stuck Yasu with it. That probably would have worked quite well. There's
I think Yasuo was banned, wasn't he?
um,
I think he was.
if he wasn't banned, probably would have done perfect for him. I mean, that's probably what they were wanting to go for.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was banned, along with Braum and Kale. So, place your bets. Who do you think's gonna get first blood? Do you think anyone's gonna get first blood in the first 2 minutes?
I want to go Pony Power.
And go Pony Power. Oh,
A great double man.
nice quick put by Webster on their Mauser. But I mean, you can see like with Alistair, even at level 1, still pretty tanky, still decent defenses. Don't really take much damage at all from that.
No, he's got 10 HP per 5, so
That's pretty damn good.
it's not bad. Ziggs has got 7, so it's a slight difference.
Well, I mean, and I'm pretty sure with Ali it scales as well, so
That's gonna hurt him.
it's gonna be a real pain. Yeah, it's gonna be a real pain for a late Madness to be able to get him down too far.
Yeah.
I'm just looking. Who's the jungler? Vi, Moo, Moo Moo. I don't know. I feel like I don't think there's going to be many ganks mid. I mean, there might be. I don't know how aggressive KK is going to be. He, but I feel like anytime Vi comes in, he's just going to headbutt her away. There's not going to be too much to it. I think with Alistair, I mean, he's one of those champs you can't really take out people on your own. You need support. So I think he's just going to wait for the perfect times when Cook is close by, and then, well, they could probably play tennis or something with Ziggs, at least kicking with Lee Sin and Alistair headbutting and kicking Ziggs around on the map.
That's a valid point. I mean, you get Thresh to land his hook.
Gonna be
yeah. Great. We've got early aggression here coming down from Caitlyn and Nami. I mean, really early game from Caitlyn and Nami is gonna be a lot better.
Yeah. Caitlyn never really disputed, probably pre-6 the best AD carry you can have, just because of the sheer amount of range she has, and then she has her passive with the headshot. It just gives you so much control over your lane in the early game.
Yeah, and we've seen Ali not too sure what he's going for really. I mean, he keeps knocking up creeps. I don't think he should be doing it. He should be really focusing on just last hit and getting his heal back, you know.
Yeah, you don't want to waste your mana on too early, but
I mean, it's great though, because you've got Dawn's Ring now that gives you your mana back. You know, 10 every creep. I mean, it's a small trade. We've got Vi moving on the top lane. Not gonna get a kill. It's gonna be hard for Vi.
Nice damage laid down onto lane Mantis there, and this is what I was talking about with Ali just waiting for these Lee ganks so he can start doing damage. But the thing is that Ali's, even though they did lower down his mana costs early game, I mean, you can see KK right now, he's out of mana just from one combo with his headbutt and pulverize. I mean, this is the problem with playing support champs in other roles, it's just that they easily run out of mana. That's why they're not considered like great picks for laning, because with laning, like with Ziggs, he's great for sustaining. I should be a rapper, but like, I mean, KK won't be able to do another combo for ages, and this is just why picks like Alistair are not so contested for like mid lane.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
He goes in again now, but again he's out of mana. He won't be able to escape Vi right now. He has to flash, and that's the problem. So he's probably going to have to recall here because there's nothing he can do. Oh, he's staying around.
Really sinister, but bot lane as well. Lee came down for a gank, and you can just literally tell the difference. I mean, Caitlyn's full HP, along with Nami. Neither of them had even used summoners either. So you can tell the difference in strength just bot lane already.
And already, because of the amazing advantage you get with early game Caitlyn, already taken an absolute huge CS lead 5 minutes in, and she is pretty much 20 CS ahead of Lucian, and it's going to be a struggle to come back on, sorry.
No, I mean, either way, Vi ganking mid or top, as long as they don't use, you know, the defense abilities too much and, you know, go out of mana or the wrong cooldown. As long as they keep them around, Vi is literally restricted to bottom lane. I mean, as you can see, bottom lane, they just push them right into the tower. I mean,
Yeah.
they either want to go for a lane gank, or they want to try and avoid Thresh using his, you know, the good old lantern trick. I mean, if they do that, if they play a lantern gank well enough, it's easily going to go in their favour.
Oh!
Great hook.
Great, excellent hook by Thresh there. Gets that absolute ton of damage down onto Caitlyn. She's going to have to back off here. She can't really stay around for long. She's going to use her range to pick up a few more minions, but I'm pretty sure after they've taken out the rest of these blue minions here, she's just going to go back. Still only got a Doran's Blade, but she's got a nice chunky 1300 gold. I think she wants to stay. Yeah, she's going to stay around. Amazing heals by Nami.
And you know what's coming down.
Oh, it's the alley.
Yeah, and they don't actually have. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
But the lane's just now re-pushed out. They're gonna.
However, Diggs must have warned bot lane that Ali was missing, so they seem prepared for it. Even though they had no wards, they seem prepared for it. So, you know, before the game I was saying about, you know, how important it is teamwork. Good to have team communication.
I mean, the bubble itself literally just shut down that entire gank anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
the bubble didn't go down, probably would have been a different story. So
I think Nami is probably one of the riskiest supports in the game, because if you miss that bubble, you put yourself in a really bad position.
definitely.
With Nami, it's one of those. It's very similar to Blitz. I think she's very similar to Blitzcrank. Like, if you miss Blitzcrank's grab, you put yourself in a really weak position, because as soon as, like, if you see a Blitz miss his grab, that just gives you the opportunity to just completely poke him down without taking much damage in return. But I mean, Welsh seems to be landing his bubbles pretty well, and if he keeps it up, I think he'll sustain the huge advantage they have in bot lane.
That is an interesting thing. Why just the blue buff? I'm feeling Zig should really take it, you know, continue harassing him. I mean, he can go Chalice, but I feel like it's a lot stronger with Ziggs if he continues to, you know, have the constant mana to split.
Yeah.
And we've got Vi coming in the bottom lane for a gank anyway.
Oh, this could be interesting. Are they going to go for a turret dive? She's got her ulti. Oh, catches the hook. Welsh forced to flash out there. I think that was slightly miscommunication there. Welsh accidentally getting caught by the hook as Moo dodged out of the way.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in mid. Sorry, go on.
I feel like, I don't know, it's too late for a gank man. They were in their tower.
Yeah.
Unless they wanted to go straight up for a tower dive, that would have been great, but...
Coming down mid. Oh, Alistair's headbutt getting completely ignored. And he is... Oh, no. That is first blood going to lane Mantis. Alistair nearly getting away. I mean, you could see there, he took quite a pounding before he went really low.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was...
Just the Alistair ultimate, it's just crazily strong.
Everything was used there. You got the Vi ultimate down, you got the Ziggs ultimate down, just for taking down your mid laner.
Well, I think from that we can figure out that Vi's fist is probably stronger than Alistair's head. Because Vi tried to punch Ali at the same time that Ali tried to headbutt her away, and Ali's headbutt just got completely ignored, and he just got thrown back, and I don't think he was expecting that to happen, so it caught him a bit out of position. And then he was out of position enough that the Ziggs managed to get the final few hits on him for first blood.
I mean, just thinking about this Ali pick, maybe they don't want a mid laner that can kill straight off. Alistair, you saw then 2 ultimates fly down.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
very
all
true.
they need. If he just dives in, they're gonna try and blow everything on him. You know, if they don't blow everything on him, Alistair's gonna walk through the team and he's gonna just pick someone out and knock them back into their team.
Yeah, completely right, yeah. They've discovered the pink ward, getting rid of that. Good to see pinks. I wish I saw more, but it's good to see some pinks. Meanwhile on bot lane, Lucian doing okay to catch up. He's remaining only around sort of oh, sorry about. Okay, never mind. He's nearly reaching 40 CS behind, but he's doing well to not get caught out, considering how much they're harassing, how much the Caitlyn and Nami are harassing Lucian and
Got both
Thresh.
Lee and Vi sat in mid lane
Oh.
right now.
Oh,
Here we go.
how's this gonna go down?
Alistair's got his ultimate as well.
Alistair misses
Here
it.
we- Ooh.
Knocks him up. There we go. Excellent headbutt in by Kiki. Makes Ziggs take 2. Oh, wow. Wow. Sorry.
That's alright. I mean, it's great that there was a lot of miscommunication, and Lee had actually a dragon kick at the exact same time Ali knocked up, so
It cancelled it out, yeah. Another cancel out.
It would work perfectly because he eventually did knock Ziggs back into the tower, so that was alright. But you really can see the difference Alistair is going to make in this game just for that.
Yeah. I mean, again, Vi had to, you know, use her ulti, and Ziggs had to use his as well, like just to get one kill on Lee. And Alistair came out of that with only 50% HP left. I mean, with still 50% HP left, and this is good. This is what Ali wanted to do. Constantly snowball. Nice headbutt in. Was it be enough? Nice hook onto Welsh there. Nanami, she's out of mana. She's not going to be able to do much. Are they going to go for the last hit? No!
50 HP.
Why did they not follow that up? Oh, Lucian was out of mana as well. What a shame. So close. But I'm enjoying this game so far. It's closer than I thought it'd be. It's nice. Good. It's good stuff.
We've got
And
we've got Lee being a nuisance, taking out more pink wards along the map. I mean, it's great. You've seen teams now actually focus on trying to de-ward, you know, and get rid of all the vision on the enemy team. You can see right now, pony power is pretty much covering the entire map. Safely.
Yeah, they're doing well, and Keke is definitely. I definitely feel like he's snowballing a lot more than Lane Mantis is right now, and that's good. That's good. He's taking advantage of the situation. Like every time there's no large amount of minions in his lane, he's going out, trying to sort out big play of his team. They're trying to make something happen. I was quickly looking at the hook on Welsh at bot lane, but they ignore it. I was just looking at the drag bit. You see where that pink is? It's pretty ninja.
Yeah, that is. I mean, I know there's that spot there, and you know the other side. On the other side.
Does that affect the vision? Like, if really?
Yeah. If you swap it to the blue, it literally it gives vision inside. I mean, it's downside, but you probably won't see it.
I wonder if that was intentional.
Could have been because
I'm gonna assume it's intentional to make them look better.
There's literally a spot on the other side as well, next to a little green tree. If you put a ward there, you can't see it with wards just placed on the outside.
Right, I see. I never even knew that.
Yeah,
it's really clever.
It's little things like that, I suppose, that help.
Yeah. And it seems like Thresh Kick's going for this. Oh, they have spotted the pink now.
There we go.
Going for the first drag. No one's particularly there. Alistair recalled, so
Wow. There we go.
There we go.
Ziggs water down as well now.
And just none of pony power were ready for that at all.
No.
I mean, they had it warded, all nice and well, but I mean, Lee was top, Alistair was back. I think in a situation like that, pardon me, in a situation like that, you sort of need to coordinate with the rest of the team to make sure you're not all busy at the exact same time, because that gives the enemy team the perfect opportunity to, you know, take something like a dragon. I mean, they just had like no aggression there. They had no resistance from pony power because Lee was ganking top, but at the same time Lee was ganking top, Alistair had recalled, so they just didn't need to worry about that at all. It was just a free dragon on the plate, and I think in the future pony power need to be careful not to all be doing things at the exact same time, if you know what I mean. Planning ahead and just making sure they don't all like, you know, always having some kind of pressure in their dragon just to stop it.
Oh, there we go. We've got Lee ganking down the bottom very slowly. There we go, eventually taking down the
Very nice.
Or Anton with a kill back up top on Tallulah now. Flashes straight out from Ziggs' minefield. mean, the kill down bottom where Lee just took out Caitlyn really needed to be done quicker. Because that time, you know, spare literally just left Ziggs just roam up top and push down Lulu. It nearly landed him a kill. I mean, it's a good job, really. They did
yeah.
get the reflect kill with it.
Yeah, time's a super important factor
I honestly
in
God thought
League.
Lee was going in then.
Lee syndrome.
Yes, it's always the Lee syndromes. They'll always press Q when they least expect it. No, this is great. I mean, Vision is now getting back up more towards
Yep.
opponent's side.
Yeah, it's good to see some vision wards as well on the map. And it might be a 3v3 bot lane. No, Cook backs off, going back to mid lane. As you can see though, like Alistair doesn't have the opportunity to make any kind of play on Ziggs until Cook is close by, because just Alistair's comp is just not a great comp for 1v1s really. It's a very utility based comp. Very much requires other people with you to make plays out of it. But
Yeah.
to be fair, I mean, he's beaten a Ziggs in CS as Alistair, which is pretty amazing. So I'll give credit to him. He's performed really well against Ziggs.
No, definitely. I mean,
To be able to sustain in CS against Ziggs as an Alistair, it's well played by him.
Yeah.
Well played, Kike.
one thing I'm surprised Ziggs hasn't tried to do is just try and keep Alistair under his tower.
Harass, yeah.
Because that's one thing that Alistair would not be able to do. I mean, okay, he's got sustain. I mean, now he's just rushed to DFG, so...
That's very interesting. Oh, there's an ultimate bot lane.
There we go.
Trying to catch out Lee Sin. Is he going to get away? Oh, he manages to Q on the thing, but will the red buff take him out?
Great
No, he
play
gets
there.
away. But then Fire Ultimate will finish him out. But that was pretty close.
Yeah,
What?
actually,
Wow, here comes in the Alistair. He's exhausted. Renekton TP coming down. 5 people on bot lane right now. Thresh, Lantern, catches. Oh, over the hook. That was pretty messy. That was pretty brutal.
It was messy on both sides. It really was.
Pretty messy on both sides.
It does let them take the bottom inner tower.
I'm really surprised by the Alistair DFG. That is very strange.
It is, but you think about it, you do that, and then you got Lulu as well. Don't forget, he's got magic damage.
That's true, but they're not in a position that they properly need it yet. I don't think. I think right now, really, before he starts building damage, he should start building some kind of like real utility to help the rest of his team get kills. I think late game he should start worrying about making his own damage like better.
Lulu is guaranteed to get a kill right now.
No, nice flash by DMB right there.
That was great.
they're going in.
And a knock up in the same time. There we go. We've got an Alistair going straight in for it.
Alice gets killed. Can he pick up the other one on Kate? No, he backs away. Vi incredibly low. She's not going to be able to do another Q. Will Lucian be able to catch up? Hot on the trail. No, he backs off.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, you can go for the kill on Vi. She might get away, but Ransom with a free tower mid.
I've just noticed we've got an open inhib bot as well, so Pony Power really need to be careful to make sure someone doesn't try and sneak it out on them.
Definitely, I mean, the lane's pushing it hard enough as it is as well, so...
But really nice wall coverage by Pony Power. Like, while they're aggressive, while all of Fresh Fives are back, they've managed to pop a few wards around their jungle, which is always good. It always helps. Like you saw in the last game with the bus drivers how they're completely zoned out of their own jungle as well, on the sheer fact that they just had no wards at all. But having a few wards, especially in the enemy jungle, for Pony Power, it just gives you that security. Like, you see him in their jungle, and it just makes you think, oh, it's okay then. I can roam around my jungle and I'll be okay. Still no wards around Drag though, and it's allowed Thresh Vibes to pick up another free drag, uncontested, unfortunately. But Thresh Vibes have done well to keep it well warded.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
Wow. I know we look at Alistair as quite underpowered, but no, that's actually, it's impressive. I mean, you look at Alistair, you think big tank BP, he's not going to hurt. He just literally did 75% of Kate's HP. Now, while that combo does not come every so often, if you do that in the middle of a team fight, that is literally going to kill anything. It's, I don't know, it's just so strange in the Alistair pick. It's, I mean, when you cast, I mean, I haven't casted properly for 2 years, so you know, it's like, I'm used to that. But you're expecting picks nowadays of LeBlanc, Orianna, Cass, you know, stuff like that. Well, that's another great play into Vi's Q, and I don't think they want to be following it up right now. Lucian's on.
Both teams kind of hanging around mid. On top lane, Epic 6 seems to be going for a more damage-oriented build, whereas Vi's, I think Vi's going. Although I would say she's being more tanky, although she's bought Brutalizer, so I guess they're doing a bit of a hybrid. Both of them getting a bit tanky, getting a bit of damage. I'm just worried though, like, if any of them are caught out, because none of them are particularly full tanky. If Alistair, especially, or Thresh, manages to catch one out, could be pretty painful for them, because they haven't really got a dedicated tank right now. Whereas, as you can see with Lee Sin, he's building much more tankier. He seems to be just going for that armor now, just those defenses. Whereas Thresh Vibes, they're more just going for the damage. Although, if they play it right, it'll be okay. Like, kill them before they get a foothold in. But at the same time, they need to be careful not to rush a load of damage items, then have no dedicated tank. Oh.
That's the way he does it.
Wow.
Really slow.
TP coming in from Renekton. And Lulu can't follow up with that one. Lulu's TP still on cooldown. And oh wow, wow, really nice hook by Thresh there. Really nice hook.
I mean, the play it safe as they want to do.
Yeah,
Lulu
yeah.
top, she's got.
Especially with with Lulu top, they need to be careful.
But Inhib, I don't
Bulgarian.
think it's worth the T2 time. Kate's got well,
yeah.
up now anyway. So what we should see really is we want them to push as hard as can, get out, and then possibly move up to Baron. But it doesn't look like they're going to do that. Now it's straight.
Oh wow!
Now
this is what I was saying. The Alistair and Lulu ultis together. Alistair is just an absolute beast right now. He just walk through any of them. Doesn't give a damn. What a turnaround. Well played. Really well played by Pony Power there. This is what we were discussing earlier, like with Alistair, with his ultimate and the Lulu ult at the same time. He headbutts straight into the enemy team there, right in the middle of them. Gets his pulverize down, does a load of damage with that. Then the Lulu ults him, does even more damage. And then he's sat there, they can't do anything about him. He's just too tanky, he's got shield, he's got his ultimate up. And they can only run. And this is where Pony Power's comp excels, is chasing people down. They've got the perfect team for chasing people down, you know, just after a team fight, and they played that one really well.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, you just saw. I mean, it's a shame you just can't have instant slow-mo with things like that.
Yeah.
If you, by looks of it, what I saw, the timing between Alistair doing the knock-up into Lulu's knock-up was pretty much spot on. I mean, I don't think you could have got that any better. Because as soon as they landed, they went straight back up in the air. I mean, you think about it, 2-3 seconds not being able to touch anything or do anything, you're pretty much going to die anyway, aren't you?
Mm.
I mean, it's the same even just with chain stunning anyone. It's great if you can consistently do that out, you know, get that output out, get the knock-up effects properly, then I really don't think Pony Power's got any problem taking this to the Nexus.
Okay, walking down mid lane now. Rest of Thresh vibes hanging around mid. But Epic Sex is now chasing down Bulgarian, but he's chasing a Lulu who has a slow and a silly speed, because Lulu is a silly champ, so she can escape nice and easy. Oh, KK forced to ulti here, will it be enough? No, he's gonna get pulverized. But the Lulu TP comes in, and that is a nice TP. Gonna force them to back out, and Thresh vibes. Wondering what to do here. They're walking around, but now they go back in. Nice 6 ulti, catches 4 of them out. And that's a 1... Sorry, my bad. It's a 2-for-1 trade in favour of Thresh vibes. They're getting a lot of damage down on the inner turret now. Renekton coming in to back them up. And... wow. Seems like Epic says he's just going to take this tower now. That's another tower. Wow! Lee Syndrome! Here it is! Lee Syndrome!
He wanted it. He
wanted it bad. Oh, you gotta resist the urge though. Gotta resist that silly little urge.
The great thing about Pony Power's team as well right now is they may not have as much sustain. I mean, you've got the Alistair. If Alistair didn't fight it, they would have had an extended team fight. It's painful. I mean, Nami's got a heal as well, but that hits you and one other person. I mean, that's about it. So if Alistair doesn't keep getting caught out, then you can look at Pony Power's team as just literally draining the hell out of the fights.
Yeah, it was a real shame for Pony Power there, because I think Ali's the one that needs to be their engager and actually sets up the plays for them, and the fact that he was the one killed there, it left them a bit of a muddle really. I think they weren't quite sure how to approach it then. And they nearly turned it, to be fair. They nearly turned it, because Thresh vibes themselves did get a bit hesitant. Vi ulted in, and they did a load of damage down onto her. And then the rest of Thresh vibes, they kind of hovered around. They didn't want to risk going in. But then the Ziggs ulti came out, put them all really low, and they could push down the tower. But it was close. It was close. That could have gone either way, really. And I think if Alistair doesn't manage to get caught out in the next team fight, it would be quite interesting. Even though Thresh vibes are about 9k goal ahead. Oh, we've got to play top. Epic Sex is caught completely out of position.
And they've got Alistair on the back as well. If Pony Power could move down. I mean, Alistair right now has got a Sunfire cape as well.
Wow,
so
wow, what's he? Wow, oh, he's caught out.
he's going for it though.
But this might be good for them. Wow, he's flashed over the wall. Quite an interesting flash. I think he should have flashed towards his team though, but we're still going. Moo caught out by the Thresh. They're all going to back away from here. They want to say, no, we're not having any more of this. But again, Ali was caught out, and even though Ali is a tank, he's got to remember he's the mid laner, and you know he's building a load of damage. He's not as tanky as he could potentially be. Wow! Out comes the Ziggs ultimate, and just took out a Lucian on about 60% health.
Perfect play.
That's
there.
really
When Cave was
unfortunate.
dead, he's like, you know, Ziggs is probably sat quite like, let me toss down the ornament, let me toss it. Okay, let me just hit these a few times. Next minute, Ziggs all dead.
That is going to be 2 inhibitors in favour of Thresh vibes now, and the last final remaining lane for Pony Power. Even though no turrets are left, they're gonna have a real troublesome time defending that.
I
And
mean, if the Thresh 5 want Baron, they'll take Baron.
yeah,
2 inhibs down, you can't leave the base. You
definitely.
can try, but I don't think it'll go as well as you'd probably hope.
Yeah, Fresh Vibes definitely want to use this time now where they have the advantage with the inhibitors. Whoa! Sorry about that. Fresh Vibes definitely want to take advantage of this while the inhibitors are around. They just want to get those wards around, possibly use it to force a Baron fight, potentially. Although it still seems that Pony Power have just taken out Welsh.
They
Pretty
really
easily.
are scared, are they?
No, they're not. Wow, that was
Actually,
quite odd.
though.
That was not
That's gotta be
really
misclick.
necessary at all. Possibly, I assume so. I guess they overestimated how much damage it would do. Cook nearly caught out, but they've got a really high mobility team, so that's a nice, easy escape for him. And it looks like they're going to force the Baron here. Will Pony Power live up to their name and force a fight here? They don't know it's going on. They don't know, unfortunately. They do now, though, I imagine. Oh, will Ali be able to still? No, it's not enough. And again, this is just how important ward control is. They had no idea until he walked in there that they were doing it. And it just shows you just how important wards are. 75 gold ward costs, and it can do so much good for you.
No, Vi's not gonna die.
Six ulti coming in, hoping to get the Lulu, but it misses. Lulu doing a nice ulti just before she died. Nice bubble. No, not on Caitlyn. But there was a nice catch on Caitlyn there. But unfortunately, when you got the Baron buff, I mean, a lot of people underestimate just how strong Baron buff is at any stage. Because Baron buff gives you 50 extra AD, 50 extra AP per champ. You know, that's 250 extra AD, 250 extra AP, you know, for your whole team pretty much. Overall. It's practically like having another champion on your team, another player on your team. So, in terms of power, so a lot of people underestimate just how strong Baron buff really is. And the fact they've got Baron buff now, and they've got 2 inhibs taken out for them in their favour.
Yeah, I mean, it was great
I
to
think
see Pony Power actually retaliate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's usually when you see 2 inhibs down on one side, you see teams just stalemating it. They don't want to leave.
Yeah.
They can't do anything, and that's
Very similar to like last game, how it became a really passive game, just slowly waiting for these turrets to go down and whatnot. But I respect Pony Power for actually trying to make plays here, trying to get back at the enemy, despite the fact they're really ahead right now.
I think they can now. I mean, as long as they, like they did in the fight where they absolutely just decimated them. If they can do that once or twice, you know, when they hit inhibs have respawned, you've got a good fighting chance. It may take a while, but it will.
KK just has to stop being more careful, I think. He has to remember that he's not a full tank Alistair, he's building damage, so he's not the complete brick house that he could be. I mean, he was 4 kills 1 death, and he's gone to 4 kills 4 deaths now. And 2 of the team fights have been lost for them because he's managed to get caught out. And they want to be careful not to get caught out, and they just want to catch one of them out before it goes badly against them. But when they do have KK in the team fights, they definitely perform a lot better, and they at least get a couple of kills out of it. Fresh hook down on Renekton. Not the best target you want again. But, oh, Fresh completed it. Alistair going in, but he's got no backup now. Really nice kiting by Vi there. Vi completely kept the rest of the team out as Alistair engaged there. The rest of them couldn't do anything, too busy dealing with the Vi, and overall she did end up going pretty tanky, which is exactly what Thresh Vibes needed. And there's Epic having a bit of giggle, and that is going to be game.
It will be game eventually.
Eventually, they managed to kill the Ren.
We go GG.
GG, well played, Fresh Vibes.
That was a great game. I mean, the Nami
That was
ult
good fun.
there, Nami ult right then probably just won them the entire game with that. Because the Nami went, you know, the way she placed it basically went straight through the middle of the entire of the team. Team's too close to Nami overall to split. So, you know, Nami ult does work quite well. It's really effective.
I think Vi did absolutely amazing in that final team fight. Like, Alistair went in and she completely blocked out the rest of Pony Power from being able to help Alistair at all. And even though I know it was really in their favour and they were likely to win that team fight anyway, that was just really well played by her. Just to not worry about, you know, focusing just one enemy, just keeping the rest of the enemy team out, being a complete, well, like quite literally crowd control. And that was really well played, and GG Fresh Vibes. But at the same time, well played by Pony Power. They did really well to try and get back into that game. Unfortunately, Fresh Vibes just took too many objectives too quickly. But it was good. It was good game, that was, yeah.